Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to Alois and Exsellsior. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. Welcome back to Battle Brothers. Not a lot to say today, we're just picking up where we left off last time, as we continue working our way around the trade loop. Hopefully we can find a few decent upgrades for our company. Now that looks promising. Oh, there we go. That's just about perfect for us. Let's just make sure we've got everyone properly equipped here. Alright, let's do this. Nice. Caught him just before sunset. Realizing they can't outrun the militia, the small group of bandits turn and nervously ready their weapons. We'll hold our ground for now. We'll let them tire themselves out making the approach. A brigand slinger lands a glancing blow. The impact is absorbed by Nod's armor, but it does spur the raiders into action. Let's close the distance here a little. We don't want those poachers getting away. Alois lands a well-placed shot, badly bruising an enemy slinger. Archibald lands a well-placed shot as well, tenderizing the second slinger. The lines are reformed. The raiders eagerly await the brigands' approach. Moving it around too. Not just yet. Let's soften these guys up a little bit more. Alois cracks an enemy poacher in the forehead, inflicting a severe concussion. He lands a second shot in almost exactly the same place, this time with fatal results. Archibald lands another shot, crushing the tiny bones in the second poacher's hand. Unable to wait any longer, Drakiith begins his charge. With a second volley of slingstones complete, the rest of the raiders begin their advance. Now let's see if we can salvage as much of this armor as possible. Oh, shoot, I must have forgotten to give Rowan a knife. We'll have to take care of that after this fight. We really don't want to trash this armor if we don't have to, so let's start moving our pole armors towards that second poacher. Round 3. Valen takes a blow, but his padded armor turns aside the brigand's cleaver. Realizing they're being rapidly overwhelmed, the bandits go on the defensive. Let's get some team-up bonuses here. Stileppo lunges for the brigand spearman, putting his skinning knife through the unfortunate man's thigh. Nod follows up, fatally wounding the brigand with a savage flurry of blows. Drakiith catches one of the other brigands from behind, striking him in the head and leaving him stunned. Sir Skelebit somehow misses a stunned target. Alright, moving into round 4. We might not be able to catch up with that poacher, but the important thing is this armor. Oh, there we go. Dang it. There we go. Fox fatally impales the fleeing poacher. Finding themselves surrounded, the last of the brigands put up a desperate struggle. Drakiith lands another well-placed strike, briefly subduing one of the brigand raiders. Nod moves in, viciously thrusting his knife through the stunned brigand's hand. Spying the opening, Sir Skelebit steps in past the bandit's wounded arm, efficiently dispatching him with repeated stabs to the side. And he's on the defensive again. Can't risk attacking him now. We'll just bide our time here. This guy's really just delaying the inevitable. No, we've got to wait for that riposte to wear off. Alright, there's our opening. Let's take this guy down. Valin is the first to strike, stabbing the defiant bandit in the back of the leg. Quintus lands another strike. And Stileppo strikes the final blow, putting the last of the bandits out of his misery. Not bad, no level ups, but no serious injuries either. Oh, and we got all 3 of those sets of armor. Very nice. Got a few weapons too, but really it's the armor we were after. Alright, now, I got a few complaints last time that I didn't edit out all the bookkeeping, so let's hit the pause button real quick while I redistribute this new gear. Trust me, you're not missing anything very interesting. We'll be right back. And we are back. New gear's equipped, so let's get back on the road. Like I said earlier, we're really just walking the trade loop today. That should hopefully get us more gold and equipment, and hopefully we'll be ready to take on our first bandit stronghold in episode 7. No injuries to worry about. And some decent prices. Now we just need some quick restocking here. Alright, on to the next town. I guess that's Hohenau. Hey, looks like they've got a contract for us. Ooh, that's a pretty good price on copper ingots, too. We've only got 1,000 gold, though, so we'd be cutting it pretty close if we bought all 3 stacks. Well, let's take a look at that contract first. If it's something easy, that'll give us a little more wiggle room. You step into Hacken the steward's room and he shoves a map into your face. I'm in need of a soldier and explorer, sellsword, and I think you're just the man to be both in one. Now, before you accuse me of being cheap by not hiring both vocations, let's just say I have plenty of crowns for you to earn in doing this for me. What is it, Well, I know of a place by the name of Crumbled Fortifications, but I know not where it is, other than it resides east of here in the stripe of land called Willowshire Hillside. Find it, draw its place on the map, and you'll get the pay of both a soldier and an explorer. Well, that's about as easy a job as you could hope for. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, we are headed east, so it's probably in this valley over here. We'll start heading in that direction and see if we can spot it from a hillside. Let's try climbing onto this mountainside here. That should increase our view range. Nothing. Looks like Alois has picked his next victim. This time it will be poor Jeff with the apple on his head. Well, he pulled it off last time, so let's give him another shot. Wow. And that is twice in a row. Gotta say, Alois is pretty impressive. Though, I think the most impressive thing about him is how he keeps conjuring that bow out of nowhere. Must only be useful against apples. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Nothing to do now but go back and collect our pay. That's also another stronghold on the map, so we will come back for that place eventually. You come to Hacken the steward's room, a fresh map in hand. He takes it from you and looks it over. Well then, I'd mind to think this was a spot too easy, but an agreement is an agreement. He hands you a satchel weighed with precisely what is owed. Alright, now we just need to wait for sunup. I do hate to waste time like that, but we don't want to leave without those copper ingots. I guess we could pay a visit to the taxidermist, too. Yeah, we've got enough parts to put together our first direwolf mantle or our first Noxera necklace. Unfortunately, they're pretty pricey to assemble, so we should probably hold off for now. We will take that reinforced net, though. That might come in handy. Looks like our next stop is Wagenheim. Oh, I was hoping that would be a little more eventful. Looks like that would net us about 75 extra gold, but I think we can do better than that. Alright, let's take a look at this contract. You come across a man leaning against a porch post. He hails you down. Alvar the Trademaster's been looking for you, sellsword. He's down yonder in the village communal. The stranger nods towards a large building a little ways along the road. I hope you do good, mercenary. The people of Wagenheim are wary of your sword, but that don't mean their hearts can't be won over. And it's another caravan escort. Though, this one takes us southeast. That would keep us close to the trade loop. Otterndorf. That might be the town that's on that little island. Well, the pay's decent, so yeah, we'll take our chances. Now, let's see here. Okay, no, that's Stolhoven. Otterndorf is down here. Now, we don't have quite enough to make payroll for 3 days, so let's unload 1 unit of copper ingots. That should be enough to get us to Otterndorf. And off we go. Let's hope the bandits are a little bolder this time around. Oh, almost forgot. Looks like Rev's ready to get back on the front line. Welcome back, Rev. And on we go. Oh, nice. We're passing right through Eichenberg. One skull contract. We might have to come back for that. And we've got slightly better prices for the copper ingots. I still think we can do better, though. That was nice. You don't get a lot of opportunities to stop in towns during escort missions. Oh, that would be a perfect fight. But they're too scared of us. And there's another group of brigands. So eager to get away from us that they suicided themselves into a roving patrol. No, still not quite enough. Oh, though food prices are pretty good here. And a third group of bandits. You know, what we should really do here is just walk up and down that stretch of road. You find a kid wearing a rather opulent chain around his neck. It's so heavy his head is bent forward, but that minor struggle doesn't wipe the mile-wide grin off his face. Rowan Church pushes the kid down and takes the necklace. "Where did you get this?" The kid cries out, tries to grab his treasure back, but he's about 3 feet and a good jump too short. "Hey, that's mine! Give it back!" Another kid comes over, flashing a ring so large it's pinching 2 fingers at once. Alright, that's enough. The company fans out and eventually finds a dead merchant in some tall grass beside a tree line. His face is purpled and jagged with broken bones. It appears he has been stoned to death. A group of about 40 or 50 youngsters appears from the tree line, each juggling a stone in hand. Their leader, a little runt with red hair and sleeves of tattoos, asks what you want. You tell him that you'll be taking the merchant's goods. The leader laughs. "Oi, is that so? I'll give you 10 seconds to rethink that choice. Oi, that I will, mister." Well, I know that defying this kid will earn us a few bruises, but we are not going to start our career by backing down to a bunch of children. We're taking the goods. Despite the miniature military force arrayed before you, the goods are ordered to be taken. The little tyke in charge of this operation screams a war cry, more dying cat than diving hawk. "Take them down! Throw! Throw! Throw!" On his command, the mob of children start hurling stones from the tree line. The sellswords band together, holding shields up in a formation akin to a tortoise, and slowly move forward. It's a strange effort, like a shell game artist sliding his cup over the ball, but the company manages to grab the merchant's goods and slide away out of the field, all the while being pelted from every which way. The little leader kid shakes his fist at you. You give him the finger and start back onto the path, where you take a good look at the merchant's goods. Rowan Church stares at the rewards, while rubbing a welt on his forehead. Goddamn, man, I've seen armies not nearly so fierce. I weep for the future men who have to cross swords with those lads and lasses. Whew, well, that got us about 300 gold worth of loot, but it's hard to say if that's worth the injuries. Oh well, it could have been worse. On the bright side, we're still on the road for another day, so that should hopefully give us some time to recover. Okay, another job done and another satchel of gold collected. Let's see what we can do while we're here in Otterndorf. Werner the steward restlessly walks back and forth while explaining what troubles him. There has been an audacious act of thievery. The despicable brigand stole my demonic statuette, which is of immeasurable value to me. I implore you to hunt down those thieves and return that item to me. He lowers his voice to an insisting tone. Not only will you get paid handsomely, but you would also set the worried minds of the good people of Otterndorf to rest. Yeah, I'll bet. Still, it is the sort of work we're looking for, so we'll take the job. That is a pretty modest payday, so I'm not expecting much of a fight here. Let's check on our raiders real quick. Yeah, we've still got those injuries to deal with. Fortunately, they're not too bad, except for fractured ribs here. We can't send Rowan into battle like that. Okay, let's get to it. 10 minutes left on the clock, so this should be enough to round things out. And there they are. Thugs, poachers, and a single brigand raider. Ah, the thieves are quite human. A simple crew of vagabonds and brigands. They arm themselves as you order your men to attack. Nice. Looks like we've got a real fight on our hands. That's some slightly awkward terrain placement. We either need to rush forward and claim that, or we need to wait for them to pass it. I think they're faster than us, so we should probably just hang back and wait. The raiders hold their ground, waiting for the brigands to make the first move. Okay, now, we could step up and take a few swings, but we really don't want to give them the height advantage, so we'll just keep holding for now. Ah, but we can soften them up with our slingers. Alois lands a glancing blow, bruising a brigand thug. Rabbit catches a bandit thug in the throat, crushing the man's trachea. She strikes the wheezing bandit in the forehead with a second stone, killing him on the spot. Archibald lands a couple of hits on a bandit spearman, leaving him tattered and bruised. And Jeff lands a hit as well, fracturing a wounded bandit's hand. Round 2, it's on. An arrow glances off Revenant's shoulder, but his armor absorbs the bulk of the impact. King lands a glancing blow, bloodying a bandit axeman. Nod catches the other bandit axeman right in the face, then brutally cuts the man down as he clutches his ruined nose. Drakiith viciously beats the bandit spearman into submission. Sir Skelebit moves in, terrifying and lightly wounding a bandit with a dagger. Archibald moves in, eschewing his sling in favor of simply smashing a bandit with a rock. We really need to go after those poachers before they start running. Cazador moves up, ruthlessly executing a terrified brigand. We've got a bandit swordman flanking. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Rabbit lands a light hit on the enemy bowman, enough to bruise him, but not much else. Jeff's stone flies true, cracking the brigand bowman's elbow. Alois bounces a sling stone off the brigand swordsman's armor. Quintus's shield has seen better days. King drops another thug, and it looks like the battle is all but won. Stolepo lands another hit, destroying the brigand axeman's armor. Quintus drops the bandit axeman, then moves to engage the bandit swordsman as well. Oh. Quintus takes a minor hit, but then the brigand swordsman goes on the defensive. Let's see if we can break this guy's will. Then we should be able to attack him safely. Revenant runs down the bandit bowman, decapitating him with a single mighty swing. The rest of the raiders begin converging on the steadily panicking bandit swordsman. We do still have this slinger over here too, but I really don't think we're going to be able to catch up with him. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can harvest that armor. Nod stabs the unfortunate swordsman through the hand. And Valen impales the swordsman through the leg as well. Quintus plunges his dagger into the man's back, severing his spine and killing him on the spot. That really just leaves the slinger, and we'll just let him get away. This guy is, taking his time with escaping. Let's see if we can get a visual on him. Weird. Maybe he got hung up on terrain or something. Ah, there we go. Alright, a nice successful fight. No significant injuries, but no level ups either. That's a shame. Not much in the way of loot, but we did get some nice armor upgrades, and a dagger as well. No luck on that bow, though. The battle over, you retrieve the demonic statuette from the wasted clutches of your enemies, and prepare to return to Werner the Steward. He will surely be happy to see of your success. Alright, let's get back to Otterndorf, collect our pay, and I think we've reached a pretty good stopping point for the episode. When you enter Werner the Steward's room, there are a host of guards surrounding him. For a second, you think you've stumbled upon a coup, but the men clear out, leaving behind dice and cards. Werner the Steward waves you in. Come, come, I just lost a good deal of crown, sellsword. Perhaps you've brought something to help ease my pains. You take out the demonic statuette and hold it in your hand. Rather gingerly, the man takes it. Good, very good. Your pay, of course, is here. He hands over a satchel of crowns before turning around in his chair. He seems too consumed by the artifact to say anything else. Well, that seems perfectly normal. At any rate, I think we're pretty much done here. 2 fights and 3 contracts. I think we've made some pretty good progress today. Like I said, we'll hit the pause button for now, and I'll get this new gear distributed. And then we'll pick up here next time, as we head back towards the trade loop, and I think we're actually ready to take on our first bandit stronghold. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Battle Brothers, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube channel, the official Facebook page, the official Twitter feed, the fan-run wiki, or the official store pages on Steam or GOG. Links are in the description.